So let me use the requirement first.
Good morning, sir. Sir, yesterday you said that how to copy from final working to final in planning, sir. Data.
Yeah. Okay, then you can share your screen. I'll navigate you.
Sir, when I am opening my form, it is showing some errors and not all dimensions are represented. Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Can you do the same through SmartView as well?
But when I'm trying to open my sample, it is showing not all dimensions are represented in this forms. Yesterday it was open, sir. Now it is showing here.
One more thing. Who worked on FDM yesterday?
FTM. No one, sir.
No one. Okay. And why others are using the applications who got created by others? Don't you have your own application?
Everyone has their own application.
Then why Tapta has reported that someone has created the form?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir, by
Someone
mistake
did
it.
it in my form also, sir.
Sir,
Sorry?
sir, when I'm opening my application, I thought that it is showing here, sir. So that was I previously have created, so that I deleted, sir. I did not know that is that format.
So my application is a TP plan. In that application, I have some data forms. I don't know who someone deleted all my forms. Then I create one. Then also that one also edited means changes are there. Dimension also product dimension is it was not there. I didn't add that product dimension. But after some time, product dimension added, currency also added, and attribute dimension also there. So it's
Who,
like.
who is doing that? I can get the logs who made the changes. But can someone tell me like why you are using the other people's applications? So create your own application. Don't touch other person application from today. Now go and access this application through SmartView, Charan. I want in the column working and final data. Like we have BB1, BB2, right? So put that two versions in the column B and C and copy the data for Jan. Yeah. You open the form, I will ad hoc analysis. You could not do that through form. Form is restricted in the point. Go and select the budget view. What you're trying to do the ad hoc analysis at the bottom.
This form is invisibility, sir.
Why it is going to the form? Open the new sheet. Not new, not like that. Do you see at the bottom plus icon at the bottom? Sheet 1, sheet. Yeah. Now open that budget queue. Do ad hoc analysis. Disconnect all. Next to the home button.
Again, I can log in, sir.
Yeah, please log into the same application. Do the ad hoc analysis.
See.
Others also please try. I want in the column BB1 or BB2, whatever the versions you created, 2 versions with 1 period and the accounting hierarchy. The rest of the dimension should have in point of view with 1 member selection.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning.
I have noticed here in his application, I found some 2 currency dimensions is there.
2 currency dimensions where
Yeah,
only 1, right?
I think so. While showing his application, I found that. Yeah, that is yesterday it was.
Why you create
But I did,
mentions?
sir, I did not create it, sir. But he did mention these 2 dimensions in the form.
Go to the okay, we can talk about this later. Just try this moment. I don't know how you guys are working. I need version in the column, account in the row. All are in point of view. Can't we use Essbase in this case for the same application?
We can use.
Can we?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can.
Make it fast. Let me share my screen. You see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So when you disable here, it will come automatically to the point of view. Now I want version. Yes. Delete this, say refresh. It will come here. Okay. So we want why this BB2 is not showing. I want to load the data for January. Let's say I have some data. Let's, for example, I have data for January and the entity is set years. Say refresh. Okay, all right. We can put this here. Okay, I think you feel good now. Got stuck. Okay. So it is showing the light beige color for BB1 still account, but not for BB2 for all the accounts. May I know the reason?
Sir, VV1 is the target version. That's why it's showing.
Let me go and check. Yeah. Okay. So that's good. Right now, I want to copy the data in sales for BB1. So this is for January fiscal year 23 for budget scenario. Say submit the data. All right. And do the same for expenses. Let's say 500. Submit the data. So I have the data for BB1 and I want to move to BB2, let's say. Okay. That's your target. How you can move this BB1 data for this combination to BB2. Let me go to this application, go to the administration, manage. Do you have any option called copy data?
Yes, sir. Copy data is.
Okay. So here it is asking what is your dimension at the static dimension. Okay. So you can put your account and version. Except account and version, we can put all the dimensions. So here I don't that account we are trying to copy for all the accounts. So account is there. Now select this is Jan. Here is fiscal year 23. Here is budget. Entity is whichever VIJ. All are in caps. Account is sales. For example, I want to copy that as sales. Okay, BV1 to BV2. Now simply say copy data. The data has been successfully copied. Now go and verify. See, data got copied for sales, whatever I kept here. Got it? So this is what you have an option here from the application point of view as copy data. Okay, but if we have anything called copy version, in your cloud application, we have an option called copy version. Okay, so here also we have copy version. So this is very simple. Select the budget, copy version called BB1 and target is BB2. Select the entity, whatever the entity you want to load it. So these are all the level 0 entities, guys. We have to select only the level 0. I selected the level 0, move it. And if I say copy data, now it will not only copy for sales, it will also copy to purchases also. Say refresh 500K. Okay, even if you select BU version 1_1, BU version _1. Okay, go for it. Say it. Okay, select the entity. If you want to select all the entities also, you can select, guys. If you want to select all the level 0 entities, you can select. Okay, and say copy data. So it will copy for all the entities from that version to other version. You see? So that copy version is available in your application interface itself. You no need to go for business rules. isn't it? So now I come up with a combination called want to copy budget to one version to forecast BV1 version. Okay, I want to copy budget BV1 data to forecast BV1 data. So how I can do that? Simply go to the budget. So this is not possible from the copy version because we are trying to copy two different scenarios. Data has manipulated because before hitting the operation. Okay. Now I want to put budget. So I can delete these two columns because I don't require it. Budget BV1 version to forecast BV1 version. I want to copy the data. So I can delete these two columns also. This is how you can make it. Even you can delete these two columns. Yeah, how simple it is. Budget to forecast BV1 to PV. So we don't have an option for two different scenarios because we have only one scenario here. In this case, we go to the calculation manager. What is our application?
LIT PLM 04.
What is a cube? We are trying to work on it.
Budget.
So do we have any rules so far? We don't have anything. Now simply right click on it, say new. I want to copy jet to forecast. Okay, this is my rule name. So I created and it will open in one more window. See, this is where you're going to design your rules scripts. So now you have an option to write the scripts also. So if you want to use some charts or any graphical interface, you can design that. But generally scripting is good for us to understand. Okay, so here I can just simply copy paste my Essbase calculation script. Okay, to do the copy. How I can use it? Simply launch the start Essbase administrations console. Now right click on the cube, create calculation script. Okay. Insert, enable auto completion. Now I want to data copy. What is the version? Budget. Now check the syntax. Verify the syntax. Syntax is good. What we are trying to do from the budget BV1 version, I want to copy the data to forecast BV1 version. Is it the same? Now use the same command in the calculation manager. Okay, save, verify. So rule validated with no errors. Now save this rule. Okay, now simply go to the, you see here one more option, compare, validate and deploy. Simply use this option called validate and deploy. Okay, deployment was successful. Good. Go to the system view and refresh here. Right click on the budget, say refresh. Rule came here. Copy budget. Who created? You can see the date. You can see everything. Go to the open option. Okay. So now the same script I want to see in the application. Go to this application. Go to the tools and click on the business rules. Okay. Do you see whatever I have created here? Yeah. Now, do I have the data or not? Do I have the data here? No, right? And I'm going to launch it. You have to use this option called launch to run this rule. So I launch that rule. Go to the tools, job console, and you can see what happened. There is a rule got launched and it got completed. And if you can see it, no data to text. Now verify the data. See, my data came. So if you go in depth, calculation, then you need the calculation scripts or business rules. So do you see that any difference in the calculation scripts and the business rules? All are same. Okay. So use that calculation script, knowledge and implement the same in your business rules. So now if I want to attach that business rule in my form, go to that data input form, click on the forms, data input, edit, go to the business rules. Whatever the rule you have created, you can attach that rule. And when you want to run this, generally this business rule will launch automatically when you save the form. Okay. So I want to run on save. In the real time, you see, don't run on load. Generally, we use the option called rule, run this rule after saving the form. Okay. Save, finish it. Okay. Now, simply I have some data here, right? I have some data and I want to clear the data. How I can clear? Budget, clear all data. Say yes, data got cleared. No data now. Let me submit again. Submit the data. Okay. Now you can run the, rule from here also. If you want to go to the calculate, you see business rules. You have the rule here. Okay. So clear the data again. We can do from anywhere. That's what I mean. Now open the form. Double click on the data input form. So I think I need to do something here, the changes. because I didn't design this form, right? So, all right. Let me open this form, budget versus forecast. Basically, what is the year that we are trying to? Oh, any year it will open. Yeah, I'm sorry. So if you go to the calculation manager, it will copy any data from budget BV version to forecast BV version. So now open that form, budget, and here forecast. I am trying to input the data. 1000 purchases, 500, 600, let's say. Okay. And I am trying to save this. I'm saving it. And let's go for, okay. Why it is not showing? Because we didn't select BB1 here, BB1 here. So here we selected forecast. So let me go to that form. Go to this edit. No, I'm sorry. Data input, edit, layout, BB_1. Save this, finish. Go to edit, layout, BB_1. Save it, finish. Now double click on that budget. Okay. So here I'm trying to input the data. Okay, so now save this. What will happen? Let's see. 5000, 2000, BB_1, forecast, Vijay, right? Everything is good. Why the data is not moving to PV1 forecast? I want to run the data is there. By my forms.
So refreshment required, sir? Yeah.
Run on save because we didn't attach the rule in the respective form. That's the issue. Okay, let me do that for this one. Save this. Okay, rule was run, data has been copied. You see, so I didn't attach to this from the rule. So this is how you can use that rule in your planning application. So you can do it from Smart View, you can do it from application, or you can attach the form. So work on that Essbase calculation script more, so you can use it. So I discussed with you about all copy version, copy data, all this. Okay, so use that the data got copied. So all are centralized. You don't need to worry where to go, what to do. So analyzing is very, very important, guys. If any customer comes up, hey, I'm not seeing the data, can you please help me out? You have to work on it. Yeah. So that's it about the forms. Now coming to the planning, we attached everything, planning security. So you're aware of it, how we can create a security, attaching that security to which dimensions we can assign the security. We can assign the security to scenario dimension, version dimension, account, entity, custom dimensions, and data entry forms, task list, business rules. Who has to run the business rules also, you can restrict it. Okay, you'll get that in the interview question. How many dimensions we have in planning, to which dimensions we can assign the security. Okay, period, year, we don't use it. These dimensions are very, very important. Okay, and so generally we assign two roles, either administrator or else planner. That's it. Okay. So you can import the security, but you don't need to worry at this moment. So where we have to provide the access. This is how you can assign the access. Planner can do submit the plans, run Hyperion application flow diagram, data entry, view data through Hyperion planning web form, view data through Hyperion reports, create data using the Hyperion spreadsheet. So planner has to do this. Okay, administrator has to do this. Okay, learn this and understand. It's very important. And one more thing, the very, very important. If I assign a user to a group, or the same way I provision directly to that user, which access it will take. Okay, individual rights override group rights. For group rights, no access override write or read access, right? Access overrides read access. What it means is I assigned a user to a administrator group, and individually I went to that user, provision him as a read only user. So now system should understand which access I should provision, right? So that is what we are talking about here. Okay, individual rights override group rights. For the budget member, you inherit read access through group and are assigned direct write access. You have write access to the budget member. What it means? There is a user going to the shared services console. Select the user. Okay, right click on it and I provision to a particular group. Okay, so that particular user has a group access, but that group access has only read access. Okay, go to the dimensions. Go to the scenario. So there is a dimension member called budget. Go to that access. We have two options. If if I have access to, if I provision, okay, I don't think any user is available. Okay. So using the group, I provision only read access. So whatever the users are available in this group, all those users have only the read access to that budget member. And one of the member from the group, I added him as a write access. Now what he will have either budget write access or budget read access. Which one it will take?
Right access.
Yeah, you have write access to the budget member. It won't take the group read access. Now the second one, for group rights, no access overrides write or read. Write access overrides read access. What it means? Give me a second. Yeah, houses. Yeah, we got stuck. So for group writes, no access overrides write or read access. Write access overrides read access. So if you don't provision any user any access, okay, through group, and you individually provision them write or read, whatever, then he doesn't have any access. Is right? Okay, I'll give you clear information. So username is test. Access. Okay, I have a user called test, and I provision using group as a read, and individually I provision him as a write. What flags get access, write or read?
Right.
Because it is taking the precedence of individual. Okay, now the same user, okay, I given him a no access. Okay, and I provision him read or write. Okay, what it is saying, for group writes, no access overwrites write or read. Write access overwrites read access. It means if you provision to a user through group read or write. So he provision directly read or write to a particular member called budget. Okay. Now through group you provision no access. What will he will get?
Read or write.
No access. He's saying no access overrides write or read for group rights. Okay. Write access overrides read access. It means that if you assign write access group, individually you assign read access, then he will act. Okay. So if we provision group access as write, individually read access, if we provision, he will get write access because write access overrides read access. So if you have write access to the budget member from one group and no access to the budget from another group, you have none access to budget. So they expand here through two groups. One group has write access, one group has no access. Okay, then what will take? It will take no access. I'll tell you that also. Test user, write access from one group. Group 2, an access. Now what will have? One group and none access to budget from another group. You have none access to budget. So direct member rights override relationship rights. Direct member rights in the sense you're trying to queue on directly on that particular member like budget. You are individually assigned right access to children of the entity. Your group assigned direct read access to the one of its children. You have read access to children. Okay. You are individually assigned right access to the entire, to access to children of the entity. Your group is assigned to direct read access to one of its children. You have read access to the children. Okay. So mostly it is trying to provide the read access only. Okay. Only in this case, individually, if you provision to a group, write access to that member, read access through group, then only it will allow write. Otherwise, mostly it is trying to give read access. The last one. You are individually assigned read access to children of the entity. Okay, so individually you have, is it saying individually? Your group is assigned. Okay. Your group is assigned read access to one of the children. Okay, then what will get? Okay, so this is what you need to understand, guys. Please go through this. So that's about the security in our planning. Okay, and we have the main important topic called workflow and task list, planning unit hierarchy, and how it goes, the task list also. Did we discuss about this before?
No, sir.
Sorry?
No, sir.
No,
About
sir.
transmission.
No, sir.
Yeah, my application, I think we don't require this. Steps. One is workflow and task list. Workflow in the sense how we can submit the data is correct or not, you're going to verify. And task list, how the users are going to access their data. Okay, these two are very, very important. So I'm going to talk about the on the Monday session. So next week completely we are talking about the HFM. We are talking about completely on HFM. Okay. So far what you have done, what you have learned on Essbase planning, I want you to prepare carefully the next weekend. Okay, this coming weekend. And next week we are talking about completely on HFM FDM session, guys. So I should not hear about like, I don't know anything on HFM. I want to cover that also at a level. Except workflow and task list, we are good in the Hyperion planning. Right, the business flow, how it works, you are aware of it. So that's it for today. Whatever we have done, just practice. Okay. And how many of you have prepared well on that interview questions? On the interview questions. Are you good?
Yes. But I prepared questions by myself only, so I really don't know that answers are sufficient or not, sir.
Okay. So please prepare today on the interview questions, whatever Srinivas has shared. Tomorrow we're going to talk about how we can do that really in the practical application. Okay. What is it? How to do that? Everything we are going to have it tomorrow. Please practice it. And I'm going to ask the questions. Fine then. Thank you.